You got knocked the fuck out. All right. Welcome to Miles Culture Plate. I am your host, Miles Kevin Miles. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, feds and degenerates, cuckolds of all ages. It's time once again for Miles Culture Plate. I am your host, Miles Kevin Miles. It is Wednesday, August 26th, 2026, and I'm live. I'm live on all the stuff. You see, nobody's watching but me, but I'm live on all the stuff. So let's go up to Wisconsin real quick. Let's go to Wisconsin and check out what's happening at Panda Express. Ready to see what's happening at Panda Express in Wisconsin. I'm ready to see what's happening at Panda Express in Wisconsin. So let's bring that up here. So they've got food in the fryers. This guy's standing on the fryers, spraying chemicals up into the hood range. That that's so not only is like people are reaching through his legs to get the food. By the way, that's loud as hell. They're reaching through his legs to get the food while he's spraying something, some sort of chemical that looks like degreaser. Like, is that actually getting in the food? It's got to be. Look, she just poured something into the another fryer. Not to mention his feet are on the fryers. Like, I for one, I can't tell you how dangerous this is. Like, cooking oil is so slippery. The last thing you want is to slip and your legs or a body part wind up in those fryers. Yeah, the health codes, OSHA, everything else should be coming the hell down on this location in Wisconsin, this Panda Express location. And you know, I eat Panda Express about once a month, and yeah, this is disgusting. I'm never doing another egg roll at Panda Express. Anyway, so we have Shaban in the chat over. Oh, I accidentally clicked. Shaban in the chat over on YouTube. Good seeing you, Jillian. Cheers and welcome. Let's see, what do we got? We got the old where is it? Where is my Mario Kart at? What the heck? I've scrolled. Did my Mario Kart get killed here? What in the world is going on with my uploaded files here? There it is. So yeah, cheers and welcome. Cheers and welcome. Good seeing you. Hopefully more folks will start trickling into the chat now that you're here. All right. So let's go to Target. You guys like Target? We've got some more consumer news from our good friends in Target. Target apologizes for children's clown Halloween costume after backlash. Target apologized on Monday and said it had pulled a Halloween costume from sale depicting a circus clown that critics said evoked blackface and minstrel shows. The product, sold as Kids Glows Under Blacklight Circus Clown Halloween costume, prompted a backlash on social media with some consumers saying it resembled a racist caricature. And here's the costume. It's got a big smiley face. Should they have just used a different model? I think they should have just used a white kid or an Asian kid. I don't think. I mean, I get the little hat's a little too much, but the rest of it, it glows under blacklight. Circus clown hide and eek costume boutique. As a company, we got this wrong. We're deeply sorry, Target said in a statement. Costume is offensive and should never have been part of our assortment. It's no longer available for sale. Company has also faced criticism over its 2023 Pride collection for changes to its diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives in the wake of Trump's return to the White House. Target declined to comment on who designed the product, which was sold under the Hide and Eek Boutique brand, or the process by which it was greenlit for sale. So Target said it was, quote, looking closely how this happened and what needs to change. Some black shoppers who felt alienated after Target's 2025 DEI rollbacks expressed fresh disappointment on Monday. Shaletta Brundage, a Minneapolis area business leader, views the costume as an indirect result of the DEI decision. You rolled back diversity, she said, so who's in the room now to say, hey, this is wrong? Target acknowledged in a statement the costume was especially hurtful to our black guest team members and partners. It does conjure up the same vibe, but definitely not the first thing I thought of. Kind of obscure since it's an older reference. Yeah. Target owned brand Hide and Eek products have been resold on websites of retailers like Walmart and Amazon and Etsy. Reuters did not see the item in question on those sites. A Walmart spokeswoman said she had no knowledge of that item being sold. Amazon and Etsy did not respond to request a comment. Shares were up 2.7% in afternoon trading. All right. So that's Target. Target apologizing. Let's get into some justice news, shall we? We have this from CNN. So here we go. CNN. Man arrested near U.S. Capitol after driving from California with a guillotine in his truck. Capitol Police said Tuesday the arrested man with a guillotine, Phelan Tam Dui Lee of Julian, California, was arrested for carrying a dangerous weapon. Shortly after 3 p.m. Eastern, Capitol Police spotted the pickup truck, which was illegally parked along Capitol Street, a small street that runs next to the Supreme Court steps from the Capitol building. According to the release, Capitol Police shared photos showing the massive guillotine. Lawmakers were not in the Capitol when the man was arrested, as Congress is in recess, but the arrest comes amid concerns around the rising threat to violence to members of Congress and the U.S. government. In 2025, Capitol Police responded to nearly 15,000 concerning statements, behaviors, and communications directed against members of Congress. Yeah, they should be afraid. They should be afraid. Because that's like, we're the United States of America, right? Our politicians should be more afraid than the populace. We are a country built on revolution, and the old saying, the blood of liberty, or the tree of liberty is watered with the blood of tyrants and patriots alike. You know, I look. I'm not saying threaten these people. I'm not saying harm these people. I'm saying that we have a tradition in this country of, making sure that the politicians know they're not going to get away with crap. I just wish we still had that in modern times. Police said Lee drove from California to D.C., going through his background to learn more about his motivation to come to the Capitol. An Instagram story posted early Tuesday afternoon from an account that appears to belong to him showed a video of a man sitting down with a guillotine behind him. Outside the FBI building, just eating some cheese pizza, the man said. Caption with the words Guillotine Adventures and Capitol Hill Next. The account features other politically charged videos of the same man with the guillotine, which he says he built in video, which contains references to conspiracy theories after he goes after, quote, unelected officials making all the decisions of this place and getting us involved in international conflicts and forever wars, and so-called, quote, people above them whose names our government decided to redact. I'm not okay with knowing who these people are, and you shouldn't be either, he said. The last few months, however, I've been working on a solution. I've built the guillotine. I'm going to drive this fucker to Washington, D.C. Goes on to say it's strictly for self-defense purposes. Why is this man arrested? Why is this man arrested? Last month, Capitol Police arrested a man at the north barricade of the Capitol who they said had a handgun, which is prohibited on Capitol grounds. Okay, but was this guy? This guy was parked on the street, not Capitol grounds. CNN's not been able to reach Lee for comment. Lee's brother, Kelvin Lee, told the LA Times that the guillotine was a symbol of disapproval, adding that Lee was unhappy with Democrats and Republicans, disliked both Trump and Gavin Newsom. I don't think he had hurt anyone, said Kelvin, who told the LA Times he was surprised to learn of the arrest. Whether Lee's actions could be protected by the First Amendment, quote, depends on specific factual circumstances, said CNN legal analyst Illy Honig. Generally speaking, a person has broad rights under the First Amendment, including speech that is aggressive, distasteful, or controversial, Honig said. The decisive question is going to be whether was the object operational or a symbol. Could a person actually have been harmed? How did he display it, and what did he say about it? But again, he said it was for self-defense. He said it was for self-defense. It doesn't matter. Yes, it was. It's definitely falls under the First Amendment. I think it falls under the Second Amendment as well. I don't. I think the question is, did he leave it out unattended for other people to harm themselves on? I think you're allowed, right? We have very specific laws regarding the Second Amendment. I'm highly offended at this. Do better, Capitol Police. Yeah. This guy needs to sue. This guy needs to sue for a violation of First and Second Amendment. Okay, now let's go to Atlanta. What the heck? How do I? There we go. Let's try that. All right. This is a story out of Atlanta here, or well, actually West Virginia. Don't know how I wound up on an Atlanta news site for something out of West Virginia. But a man with the username Mr. Child Porn accused of sharing illicit images of children. West Virginia man is accused of bragging about having a large collection of child exploitation material, at times using the name Mr. Toxics and Mr. Child Porn, authorities said. According to West Virginia police, Garrett Michael Highlander, 20 years old, of Morgantown, was arrested on August 21st. He was charged with possession of material depicting minors in, that kind of conduct. State police said that he allegedly used Discord to share images of child material. West Virginia Metro News reported. According to a criminal complaint, troopers served a warrant at Morgantown residence after receiving 48 cyber tip reports from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children of a man boasting of his large cache of exploitation material. The information shared with troopers stated that Highlander bragged openly about his collection of the images, West Virginia Metro News reported. Troopers said that Highlander allegedly posted about possessing that material with, quote, usernames that were various iterations of Mr. Toxic, although he used the name, that other name on one or more occasions. In the cyber tip, troopers learned that Highlander would allegedly message individuals on Discord. Users on the platform told authorities that Highlander would either send the messages online through direct message, according to the television station. Troopers also saw numerous chat conversations where Highlander attempted to use Discord's AI feature to search for explicit images of infants. And he also asked repeatedly if anyone would, quote, trade CP. When confronted by troopers, Highlander allegedly said he only made the statements to be inflammatory and that he was trolling and rage baiting because he found it highly amusing. He was arrested and booked into North Central Regional Jail, where he's being held on a $100,000 bond. Okay. Learned that he would send the messages online or through DM. Okay. Were there actual images, though? He would. Okay, so allegedly he searched for it, and other users claimed they saw him sending images online or through DM. But then he says he was only rage baiting. So did they find? See, this is allegedly. Yeah, I'm not seeing an allegation that they actually found any exploitation material. Just that he bragged about it and allegedly sent it. Huh. Either way, wood chipper. I mean, that's, to me, yeah, you got a First Amendment, just like I was saying about the guy with the guillotine. Yeah, you got a First Amendment right to joke about horrific things. But in 2026, like asking AI for images of infants, yeah, that's wood chipper. Wood chipper. All right. Speaking of wood chipper, Harvard has agreed to pay millions after their morgue manager sold body parts. I think we covered this story when it first broke a while back. Harvard agreed to pay $53 million to resolve lawsuits from families who allege the university mishandled bodies of loved ones donated to the medical school. The settlement proposed in Boston court on Monday would end the suits filed against Harvard Medical School after former morgue manager Cedric Lodge pleaded guilty to stealing and selling human remains on the black market. Lodge took parts from cadavers and sold them online in a scheme that allegedly ran from 2018 to 2021. The medical school said in a letter that it shared on Monday that a multi-million-dollar settlement funds would be set up for families once the court grants approval. Lodge and 6 other co-conspirators who had no connection to Harvard were all indicted and pleaded guilty in 2025. Lodge used his position as manager of the, quote, anatomical gifts program at the medical school to dismember cadavers donated for medical research. Harvard students donated bodies to study and practice medical procedures. When the school finishes using them, the cadavers are often cremated and remains returned to their families or buried in the medical cemetery, according to the indictment. Lodge and his wife sold the body parts to buyers in Pennsylvania and Massachusetts, the indictment states. He was sentenced in December to 8 years in prison, according to the Department of Justice. His wife was just sentenced to 1 year and a day. Siobhan says, so sick, can only imagine the rest of Harvard's skeletons. Yeah. 2023, civil lawsuits were brought against Harvard alleging the university ignored Lodge's misconduct for several years until he was indicted. The cases were initially dismissed by a state court judge. The Massachusetts Supreme Judicial Court revived the suits last fall. On Monday, both Harvard and the plaintiffs in those cases asked the court to approve the class action settlement agreement valued at $53 million. University's letter signed by George Daly, Harvard's Dean of Faculty of Medicine, and Bernard Chain, the Dean for Medical Education for Harvard Medical School, said Loge's criminal acts were morally reprehensible and inconsistent with the standards that Harvard University and HMS expect for the treatment of anatomical donors and their loved ones. Starting in the 2027 to 28 academic year, the medical school will also establish an annual financial aid scholarship for medical students, quote, in appreciation and honor of all our anatomical donors, the letter states. It adds that while Loge's sentencing and the settlement conclude the case, the process of recovering from this painful incident continues. Man-made horrors beyond recognition, yo. Which brings us to our title story. Y'all ever fuck around at work? Do you fuck around at work? Oh wait, this is our title story. My bad. This isn't our title story. I was going to use a different title. I forgot I changed it at the last second. Do y'all ever fuck around at work? Our title story will be after this story, by the way. So if you're waiting for that story, we still got it coming. But if you fuck around at work, sometimes you might find out. And if your coworkers are fucking around at work, tell them to stop. Especially if you work at a job with heavy equipment, heavy dangerous equipment. Because we have a Minnesota tree trimmer charged in his coworker's death after on-the-job horseplay turns deadly. A tree trimming employee has been charged with manslaughter after allegedly crushing his co-worker's head with a hydraulic grapple while the pair were reportedly fucking around on the job, according to Minnesota authorities. Apple Valley on Thursday, when Christopher Boone Crimmins, 34, was operating machinery on the back of his truck, while coworker Tyler Anthony Lynch, 26 years old, was on the ground cleaning up branches, according to a criminal complaint filed by Dakota County. Responding to reports of an incident, police discovered Lynch laying on the ground with a significant amount of blood around him and significant trauma to his head, complaint said, and Lynch was pronounced dead at the scene. Authorities said Crimmins was operating a boom, a movable mechanical arm attached to a truck, when he and Lynch began messing around with their shadows. He and the victim were fucking around and saw that the sunlight was casting shadows of both the grapple and the victim on the street. While looking at the shadows, Crimmins allegedly maneuvered the grapple so it appeared to grab Lynch's shadow. He did not realize the grapple itself was actually grabbing Lynch's head. This is fucked up. He's looking at the shadows, trying to maneuver it to make it look like it was grabbing the head of the other shadow. And he was actually grabbing the dude's head with one of these things. Horror. Crimmins was not monitoring the actual grapple or Lynch. He opened and closed the grapple, crushing Lynch's head, the county attorney's office said. A witness also saw the incident unfold and said the grapple appeared to hit or pinch Lynch's head as it approached him. Officers observed blood on the grapple, which was directly above Lynch, according to the complaint. Authorities alleged Crimmins was responsible for the incident through negligence, saying he created an unreasonable risk and consciously takes chances of causing death or bodily harm to another. Crimmins has been charged with one felony count of second-degree manslaughter. If convicted, he faces a sentence of 10 years and a $20,000 fine. Crimmins is being held at Dakota County Jail bail at $40,000 without conditions or $20,000 with conditions. I I've worked at jobs where heavy equipment and you got to trust your coworkers not to fuck around with it. This is horrifying. And the face tattoo there isn't going to help, dude. Good luck in prison. I mean, it's this that whole story is just a nightmare. You know, it reminds me of all those videos out of China of all the workplace safety and, people getting ran over by forklifts and everything else. All right, let's go to CBS News. Let's try to have a little bit of laugh out of the horrors that we're seeing throughout our country today. A woman describes confronting a man in a Chucky style mask who chased her in Philadelphia. Okay, well, let's fight. Woman in Philly described her terrifying encounter with a man who police say threatened and chased 6 people last week. In fact, let's go ahead and bring this up. Look at him chasing the woman. Satan, not today. Are you ready to die? No, but are you? How long till this story is on Law and Order SVU? Is this an advertisement for flock cameras? Because we just saw two camera angles of him going, but yet somehow he got away too, even though there's all this CCTV footage of him running around. I mean, yeah, find him. Yeah, Jillian. This story sounds made up. It's so ridiculous. Yeah, that's why I said how long until this story shows up on Law and Order SVU, because I find Law and Order SVU when they're not doing a picked from the headlines story. Yeah, the writing on that is just it's so. I mean, I swear it's being written by, women's true crime novelists. And I bet he's posted to some sort of group. If he was filming, I bet he's posted to some sort of group him doing crazy shit before. All right. Well, okay, enough of that. All right. Okay, we've still got a half hour left of the show, and we've got a few links left before we do Love Does Admonish. So let's keep it rolling. Some more slice of life stuff. Let's do this. Father leaves 7-year-old son alone on Mount Fuji to continue hike. A father has been reprimanded by police after leaving his son on Japan's highest mountain for several hours with just a soft drink and a snack. The 7-year-old was spotted sitting on a bench on Mount Fuji in foggy, rainy conditions at a point situated at 6,500 feet. His father, 48, reportedly told him to wait here after the boy complained he was tired, and he continued to climb with his older son. Staff at the mountain hut found the child near the sixth station of a hiking route toward the summit and alerted police. His father was tracked down between the seventh and eighth stations, said to believed a 3-hour hike away. The boy was found on his own at 7:30 local time on Thursday. Officers castigated the father when he returned from the higher station and reunited with his son, who is said to have been tired and fussy after 8 hours of waiting. Even it means having to give up on climbing the mountain together, leaving a child behind is unacceptable, someone told him, according to a Japan Today. He is said to have apologized for the rash decision. The family was reported to have been on the Fujinomiya route, which it starts from the fifth station on the mountain, a spot which is accessible by public transport. From there, it takes around 5 hours to reach the peak and a further 3 hours to get down, climbing guides suggest. Mount Fuji, which stands at a height of 12,389 feet, has been the site of climbing mishaps in years. In July, a 99-year-old woman had to be rescued attempting the route after falling and hurting her hip and back. Last year, a 27-year-old university student who went outside of official climbing season had to be rescued twice in 4 days after he went back to look for his lost mobile phone. Mount Fuji, an active volcano located southwest of Tokyo, was granted World Heritage status. Around 200,000 people climb it each year. So, yeah, don't don't leave your 7-year-old alone for what was that 8 hours? I mean, it was gonna be 8 hours. It was only it's 5 hours to get to the peak and 3 hours to get down. Oh, I guess he had been waiting 8 hours. So even though the dad didn't quite reach the summit, it still took 8 hours to get back to him. Well, hell, you should have just let him continue then. Hmm. Yeah, 3 hour hike away. You should just let him hike the other 2 hours. If the boy was safe with other people, just let him finish his hike. All right. Man-made horrors. Man-made horrors continue as a robot sprinter has shattered the 100-meter record at China's robot competition. Robot sprinter broke another 100-meter record Wednesday at a showcase of China's growing technological prowess. The record ended China's 5-day World Humanoid Robot Games in its second year in Beijing, in which more than 2,000 humanoid robots competed in Olympics style events, including soccer, boxing, and running. The winning robot finished the 100 meters in 8.64 seconds, breaking the record for the second straight day. A robot ran 8.86 seconds Tuesday after another clocked 9.39 seconds 4 days earlier, all at these games. The 100-meter men's world record is 9.58 seconds, set by Usain Bolt in 2009. So we have three robots that are faster than the fastest human ever to run the 100-meter. Several robot runners, including the champion, crashed into a padded barrier after crossing the finish line. Sparks flew from some of the robots as staff rushed over to fire extinguishers and sprayed those machines lying on the ground. Almost all the robot runners were eventually carried away on stretchers. Okay, well, Usain Bolt didn't have to be carried away on a stretcher, did he? Robots also competed in real world tasks, including housework, hotel services, and emergency response. All three records were set by the same model, Tianguang Ultra, developed by the Beijing Innovation Center of Humanoid Robotics, also known as X Humanoid. The company was founded in Beijing in 2023. This story has been corrected to show that the record set on Wednesday is 8.64, not 8.84. Okay. So yeah, the clankers are getting more dangerous. The clankers are getting more dangerous. All right, let's get into some more lighthearted shit. We've got three lighthearted stories right out of the New York Post coming up, and then we'll get to Love Does Admonish. So let's start with the viral Oreo conversation. Mom's ridiculous school lunch Oreo request triggers massive and hilarious backlash, which, by the way, the headlines here, shout out to Tim Curry and Dolly Parton. Let me just give a moment of silence for the two of them. And then, let me go ahead and just give a moment of silence here. Yeah, Tim Curry and Dolly Parton, two celebrities that just, I mean, it really hits you in the heart. Fuck cancer, by the way. Fuck cancer. Okay, so mom's ridiculous Oreo requests. This is a little viral story here. To survive the back to school mom group chat, you've got to be a tough cookie. Sweet text messages between parents have gone sour thanks to a sugary snack that was packed in a small child's lunchbox, causing one mommy friend group to crumble into chocolatey dust. The viral mama drama in a 10-part Instagram series popularized by Ashley Jams, a mom who transforms her life into songs using Suno, revolves around Oreo cookies. When Michelle, one of the six moms, asks the other mothers to refrain from sending their 5-year-olds to school with cream-filled treats because she doesn't allow her daughter Ava to eat them, all parenting hell broke loose. Okay, let's jump forward. Let's jump forward and let's see if we can find the video here.
Hi,
All right.
everyone. Sorry.
Damn it. Okay, we've got an 11-part story here. Oh my lord. It's making me log in. Let me try this again. No. Dang it. I don't have my login stuff. I don't have my login set up. Can I just click this one? No. I'm trying to find this video. Hey, there we go. All right.
Sorry, slightly
Well, that's I can't.
Would one, but could we maybe agree on some basic rules around lunchboxes?
Okay, well, screw that. I'll go back to this one. It's just it sucks because like this is bigger than full screen, and then the other one is so small you could barely read it. So I'll try to put it here. Watch again on Instagram. Try refreshing the page here. Okay.
Hi, everyone! Sorry, slightly awkward one, but could we maybe agree on some basic rules around lunchboxes? Of course! Is this about allergies? No, nothing allergy related. Ava came home really upset yesterday because one of the girls had Oreos in her lunch. Oh, why was she upset? We don't allow that kind of thing at home, so obviously she wanted them when she saw someone else eating them. Okay, I thought there had been an allergy issue or something. No! I just wondered if we could agree not to send things like Oreos, chocolate, etc. So the kids aren't comparing lunches. I mean, I sent the Oreos. Oh! Okay, would you mind maybe not sending them again? Just because Ava was really upset about it, and I think it would be easier if we're all consistent. I don't really think we can control what anyone else packs, though. I'm not trying to control anyone. I'm just asking everyone to be considerate.
I mean, this is painful.
My daughter's lunch because your daughter wants an Oreo.
Okay, I've got to stop it because that music is horribly bad. Like, you're gonna put this crap in Suno. Like, choose better music. Okay, I'm gonna let it play again. Okay, that was it. Thank God. All right. Yeah, I was considering trying to open another tab while that was playing and actually log into my Instagram to play the rest of it. No. No. No, we're not doing 11 parts of that. Yeah, and I think I'm done with this story, by the way. Yeah. I don't care. Like this is New York Post. I like your slice of life stuff, but this one went just a little too far. Like, yeah, maybe we do have to have a conversation about helicopter moms going too far, but that story just broke my brain. It literally did. That story just broke my brain. But yeah, screw that mom. Like, I think we all can agree that mom sucks. And yeah, it's good everyone told her to fuck off, I guess. I mean, there's 11 videos of that chat in that lady's account. Some of it could be fake. I don't know. It's not that important. The fact that they were still arguing 11 videos later, it just yeah, no, kick her out of the group and continue. Continue life. Continue life without the negative lady. All right, so back to New York Post for another slice of life story. First ever cow spa will offer bovine grooming massages and hoof care for humans. Move over. Oh, come on. Let's see. Ali Yang from the New York Post. Come on now. Move over mud mask and cucumber slices. Dairy brand Stonyfield Organic is launching the first ever organic cow spa in Maine, where for $120 guests can go beyond cuddling with the cows and channel their inner bovine themselves. Oh, look at the picture. Oh, look at the baby cow. The spa will be bookable for a limited time at Rainbow Valley Farm in Sydney, Maine, about an hour north of Portland. The brand says it will allow visitors to experience their farm inspired care philosophy. The organic cow spa is inspired by the organic cows that have space, fresh air, sunshine, and nourishment they need to thrive. Christina Drochiak, Stonyfield Director of PR and Consumer Engagement, told the Post. We are inviting guests to embrace their own version of that philosophy, slow down, unplug, spend time outdoors, and enjoy a little utter relaxation. It's not about literally feeling like a cow, it's about giving people a firsthand memorable look at the care behind organic farming. Here's a look at what guests can expect to enjoy till the cows come home. Got Cookie saying, "Howdy, mild, insane women, and immigrants are running New York City." I mean, yeah, it's definitely, definitely is going to happen. And cheers and welcome. Even though you can't see me cheersing and drinking,
But the people are retarded.
yes, the people are retarded, especially running New York City. Oh, she's cooking catfish. Again, I'm not a fresh fish kind of guy. I kind of like my stuff in coming out of the ocean. I like it salty. Research shows that stroking and brushing cows can bring down anxiety and increase oxytocin, which is released during social bonding and nicknamed the love hormone. Look, white women, if stroking cows is releasing love hormone in you, no, no love hormone with cows, y'all. It's associated with feelings of happiness and pain relief. Those benefits extend to the cows too. They love being close to and interacting with humans. According to the brand, cow spa massages on offer are inspired by the grooming and brushing that the cows receive. It's been adapted to a human version, excuse me. Brushing isn't just for looks, it helps cows lower stress, avoid lameness and mastitis, inflammation of the udder, and increase milk production. The same benefits of brushing, better circulation, decreased inflammation, extend to massagers in humans. Well, what about the milk production? Cows at some Stonyfield farms even enjoy peppermint essential oils, which has been shown to promote their immune function. Human visitors can opt to include peppermint oil, which has been shown to help with digestion, headaches, and muscle tension in their massages. Why? Why? Why do they hate? Why do they keep having to show pictures of white women with the cows looking all romantic? This is just not right. USDA organic cows must have access to pasture, sunlight, fresh air, and freedom of movement. At the cow spa, visitors can go on a farm walk, breathe fresh air, and connect with the outdoors. There's also a pasture inspired meditation and journaling lounge where guests can embrace the open air lifestyle of an organic cow. After all, cows lay down for up to 16 hours a day. For humans, being in nature at least 2 hours a week has outsized benefits. It boosts the immune system, cognitive function, heart health, and keeps sleep quality up. The spa wants you to give your toes, some love too. Guests will enjoy a soothing foot care experience inspired by the hoof care cows get to prevent pain and walking issues. Stonyfield is offering guests a fresh green juice to enjoy while relaxing, made of organic ingredients cucumber, kale, spinach, lemon, celery, parsley, and of course, wheatgrass. No cud chewing required. To book, visit StonyfieldOrganicCowSpa.com. So, yeah, so are you stroking with the cows? I'm confused. This seems like it's just for humans and you don't get to hang out with the cows, but yeah, no. All right, one last slice of life story from the New York Post. As a black bear is caught on camera stealing a bag from a Colorado fire station. The brazen bandit wasn't about to leave empty pawed. A black bear pulled off a wild heist that was caught on camera after wandering into a Colorado firehouse and casually making off with a duffel bag of equipment. The furry felon is seen on surveillance footage walking up to the firehouse and snatching the bag before making a getaway. Smokey the bear, or who we assume is Smokey, walked into the station 16, grabbed our gear, and pieced out real quick. Said, "Thanks, I'll take it from here," the Colorado Springs Fire Department shared on Facebook. Here we go. Let's check out the video from their Facebook. Oh, there he goes. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, so here he comes running from the woods, checking out the tub outside. Runs around in there a little bit. Oh, yep, there he's got a bag. And peaced out. All right. I'll go ahead and remove that for just a second while I bring that down and get rid of it. Okay, in all seriousness, friends at Colorado Parks and Wildlife remind us that black bears are a stomach with a nose trying to bulk up for winter. Centennial State is on a track record for a record high year of bear sightings and conflicts as drought conditions across the state continue to worsen, stripping away the natural food bears rely on to survive. CPW received 6,129 reports of bear sightings and conflicts across Colorado from January to August, nearly double amount of the amount of sightings in the same period last year. Fire department recommends keeping food and trash secured, taking down bird feeders, keeping pet food inside, ensuring grills are kept clean, and taking out trash on the pickup day only. If you encounter a bear, make loud noises to scare them off, making any encounter with humans uncomfortable. Depending on human food sources is unsafe and puts bears and people at risk. Hey, ya boo boo. Get a picnic basket. All right, folks, it's Cookie's favorite time of the program. We're going to go over to a YouTube channel called Love Don't Judge, where we get interesting features of relationships that have just a little something interesting about them, something that they receive hate for online. We here at Miles Culture Plate like to go take a peek at these people's lives, or at least these features, and determine whether or not they have done something that requires a little bit of admonishment in a segment we call Love Does Admonish. Because if love doesn't judge, well, maybe it should admonish just a little bit if there's some foulness going on. So let's head over there right now as we're going to check out. I got engaged to my convict boyfriend the day we met.
I got engaged to my fiance the first time I met him. And my fiance Justin is in a prison in Arizona. So today I'm going to invite my friends over and tell them about Justin.
Okay, so Justin is a convict in prison in Arizona. And yeah, she got engaged to him the day they met.
They know that I'm engaged. They just don't know that he's in prison. The reason that I go to Arizona and see him and that he doesn't come to Norway and see me.
Come to Norway. So she's in Norway and he's in Arizona. That's why they're getting married. So that she can come to the US. This is this is an immigration marriage. Okay, here we go.
It's because he's in prison. Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's been in prison for like 10 years now.
It's a prank, right?
No.
What's he in
serious.
for?
There, it's a prank.
So my name is Verona and
What's he in for? Giving you that bad tattoo on your neck?
his name is Justin and he's in a prison in Arizona. I'm 29 and he's 37. He has a 13-year sentence. He's been over 10 years. He has 2 years and about 2 or 3 months.
So this video, hang on, let me bring this video down for just a second. This video is over a year old. Like with good behavior, he might be out by now.
Months left. Yeah.
Wait, what did she just say?
Weeks left for 10 years. He has 2 years and about 2 or 3 months left.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah. So we started talking
Trondheim,
in
Norway.
February. It kind of went fast. So when I was going to see him in May, which was only a few months in, I decided like I wanted to make it official.
Hello, this is a free call from Justin, an incarcerated individual at.
Hey, baby.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. Just getting ready for the day.
Yeah. I was struggling so much with dating and trust issues and stuff.
European, I forget that European women are so westernized as well. This is just, it is what it is.
So him being there and me being able to have the distance makes me feel a lot more safe, which helps me open up and gain trust again. So yeah, I'm coming out to Arizona soon.
Wait, the distance makes me feel safe so that I can open up again. I mean, where do I begin? Like, where's your father? Why do you do not trust men? What why do you feel unsafe? What is going on?
Excited?
As excited as I could possibly be. So excited that it's a visual problem.
Yeah. And you
So
get
excited
to hold
that
my
he's
hand
got a
for
heart
8
on.
hours straight again. Like the crazy people we are. I love you, though.
I totally am. I love you too. Like a lot.
Thank you for using Genetics.
Bye.
What the
Sorry.
hell?
What a cringe. He's not scared to be vulnerable and emotional as a man who is in prison. That's pretty impressive, actually.
Over the phone.
Because you get hard when you're
Over
in
the
there.
phone.
So we're gonna start packing for the trip. One of the most important things I take with me is actually this sunscreen. Like, I cannot forget sunscreen because
it's
meeting
Arizona.
Norwegian, I'm not used to that sun at all. When I go in there, the only thing I can bring inside is actually a plastic bag with quarters in it so I can buy him food. I got engaged to him the first time I met him. He was warning me that he would get on his knees, like in front of everyone, because you're not alone in the visitation room. He made his old speech and asked me to be his wife.
With a
we kind of started
with a prison crafted ring. Oh no.
Talking about it as a joke at first, but it was just like, it wasn't serious. I have to take like these sports bras because they don't have the metal in it, because you are not allowed to wear those.
Fellas watching this later, think about this. This guy got a chick halfway across the world coming to visit him with, I mean, essentially no money. A ring looked like it was made of string. Yet he's engaged, and yeah, there's lots of fellas out there on the internet right now just wanting to get a call back, just wanting someone to respond to a hello. But this guy's got this chick with neck tattoos flying halfway around the world to come see him in prison.
That have metal on. We're gonna get married in prison, yeah. I want to get married by October, like on Halloween. I don't know if we can make it happen, but that's what I want. So today I'm going to like invite my friends over and tell them about Justin. They know that I'm engaged. They just don't know that he's in prison. So
now, don't get me wrong. There were probably hundreds of women just like this that descended on Central Missouri last week for the gathering of the Juggalos. And yeah, I saw some of the footage of the wet t-shirt contest and the Miss Juggalette contest. Sanglant, cheers and welcome, brother. Cheers. 6 months after her citizenship is permanent, she's going to vanish and he's never going to see her again. Maybe. I don't know, man. This could be the real thing. This could be the real thing. Anyway, let's see. Sangland.
No offense, but it sounds like some fucking commie gobbledygook.
Yep. Cheers, my friend. All right, let's go back to her.
yeah.
What do you know about her dating history?
That she have a bad taste.
Oh, I've seen it
sometimes.
too.
She had a bad situation.
No, wait, that chick's neck slit? hang on. Before I get into that, I do have to say, yeah, I've seen it before too. And what's likely to happen here, like, because he's an inmate. Now, again, we still haven't been told what he did wrong. I don't think we're going to hear what his crime was. But she's going to come here, yeah, spend the minimum 6 months after her papers. And then no, he's abusive, he's violent, he's dangerous. Look, he's been to prison. Yeah, while married, they have no end of gifts for the sucker's family. Yeah.
I had a bad.
Okay, I gotta.
Her dating history.
She have a bad taste of men sometimes.
She has bad taste in men sometimes. What?
She had a bad situation. I had a bad situation. We just got together.
She had a bad situation.
Got her.
So they both had bad situations. And yeah, it looked like that chick's throat was cut. So yeah, a couple, people with good pickers, man.
So we're pretty close like that.
Trauma bonding.
To tell them before everyone else knows.
Before everyone else.
I think I have some questions, but it's like, who is that guy? Where he came from, and how it ended up with.
What's he in for?
I invited you guys here today, and you don't know the reason yet, but I haven't told you like the details of the person I'm gonna marry. But there has been like a lot of rumors, people talking. So I found out that I just want to be the one who tells it myself. And the thing is that
it's a long
distance
relationship.
The reason that I go to Arizona and see him and that he doesn't come to Norway and see me is because he's in prison. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. He's been in prison for like 10 years now, and he has 2 years left.
You're joking.
No.
You're joking.
No.
You're joking. It's a prank, right?
No, serious.
There's a prank.
Yeah, no, he's in prison.
Okay.
We started talking as pen pals, and I just fell for him.
Pen pals.
Yeah. But I mean, he's been there for 10 years, so he has had a lot of time to do work on himself to get better. He has done a lot of like therapy and work in the
better
prison.
from what?
So I still feel like he's not the person he was, he's changed.
But how did you guys know each other? How?
I found him online because there's like pen pal websites where you can write letters
for a
to people in prison. I wasn't supposed to fall in love though. That was not the plan. That just happened.
Bullshit. I call bullshit.
My previous relationship.
I wasn't supposed to fall in love. Why were you? What in the world made you? You don't do that. You don't do that. You don't become pen pals with prisoners.
Have been rocky. When I tried to get into dating again, it was very hard and just decided to be alone for a while. I have had pen pals before. I like helping people. The day I started talking to him was basically because I was stood up at Valentine's. And I was really...
Oh, yeah. After getting stood up at Valentine's Day, she decided to become pen pals with a prisoner, but wasn't intending to fall in love. I call bullshit.
Really upset, of course, because who stands someone up on Valentine's? Here's like the stuff that I have gotten from him. This one, he drew his hand.
Oh my God.
And he wrote, "Marry me." That was before we even was engaged. Like, he sent this long ago, and he was like, "Marry me." Elsker deg, which is Norwegian for I love you. He remembered that one. Inside here is like
Wait a minute. If that was before they were engaged, the day we met. So the day you met in person. Okay, I got it.
Song he wrote for me. A shirt for me. Which he wore so I can smell him.
Oh no.
I had seen it on TikTok that people have been talking to people in prison and having pen pals. So it was more like I wanted to vent to someone. I just wanted to talk to someone, but without the close contact. Initially finding him on this page called Write a Prisoner, and he looked interesting. And because I came in talking to him thinking I would never meet him, I was quite honest and and open in a way I wouldn't have been with someone face to face. I have talked to more people
This
than
is
Justin, but I have
psychosis.
never been romantically involved or interested like that. And like when I started talking to him, that wasn't even on my mind. He's my first prison boyfriend, yeah. Here is him as a kid, water skiing. He was so cute. Look at that. So I think that's very cute that he's sending me his like childhood pictures for me to take care of. Like that's a lot of trust.
No.
Oh, I forgot.
No.
I didn't show you.
This is Delulu.
I actually
this is Delulu Pro
used
Max.
his handwriting from one of the letters, and I tattooed his name on me. I'm new at tattooing, so I didn't do it deep enough. But yeah, that's his name. I just have to redo it. So when I went to see him in Arizona, I was actually in the prison visiting him. Yeah.
How was it?
It's different for sure. I mean, it was weird. So we're getting married in the prison, actually. We're not waiting till he comes out.
Oh, okay. Why did you keep a secret from me?
Everything we talked about last week on the show.
You seem kind of like you're not too happy.
I must process this.
Yeah.
What's he in for?
Because you have not told me anything about him.
No.
Not all.
No.
You did send me a picture one time. That's it. Not the name, nothing.
Yeah.
I have so many
this is
questions.
just so like
How,
everything that could be wrong with this situation is wrong.
In prison?
His prison, you are not allowed to have intercourse at all. You can kiss and hug at the start and the end of a visit, and then you can hold hands over the table the rest of the visit. That's all. But you can still do the texting and the phone calls.
Yeah, yeah.
Just don't tell my parents.
Oh.
Hot, yeah. So now I have a prison shirt. Yeah, it smells like him too.
Oh no, no,
like
no,
prison.
dude, your wife,
Speechless.
girlfriend, whatever, smelling the prison dude's
But
scent.
every love story has
awful.
a history.
What's he in
I
for?
don't think it's good to judge before you know them.
No, it's absolutely all right.
Sad that people are judging.
No. It's absolutely all right to judge. Why? Because 12 people have already judged. He has already been found guilty. Yes, you judge. You judge someone who's already been adjudicated.
I mean, I can understand people being skeptical. That's fine. My family, they're like
skeptical.
I feel like they're supportive, but they're skeptical. They're worried if I'm gonna get hurt or used. They're just thinking that I am naive. They think he's gonna use me and take money from me, which he never had. He actually sent me money so that I could visit him. They're worried about what kind of person he is. My mom is kind of like back and forth on it, but that's more like...
How did he send you money? He can't work. He's got like a little bit on his books. What, did he have his gang send you some money?
Her worry about the outside world and not me and Justin. I think it's gonna work out because we get the distance and we get to know each other on a whole other level than someone who is like in direct contact.
Yeah, a whole other level that you don't get from a real level, from actual human contact level.
Hopefully he gets out sooner. If not, I mean, that's fine. We got 2 years to plan and build our future. Being judgmental about it, it's not healthy. And like, you should give someone the opportunity to let them show who they are before you judge them just because of something that happened in the past. Like, why would you not let someone grow and get better and give them a chance?
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna say. This and hang in there with me because this is okay. So that's gonna be it. Okay, what were their names again?
They know that I'm engaged over and doesn't.
Usually it starts off with their names. I guess this one didn't. Okay, I'm gonna bring that down. Screw it. I don't care about their names.
I'm 29 and he's 30.
Okay, it's Verona. Oh, and allegedly she's a Pentecostal Christian. And Justin is his name. Okay, so now here's what I'm going to say. I kind of agree with her. Like I'm not judging Justin, right? Maybe he did go to prison. Maybe he's reforming his life, right? Maybe he's getting better. Maybe he's he's serving his sentence. He's serving his time. And I fully support the idea of a second chance for people who depending on the crime uh go through the system, reform themselves, better themselves, come out, take a second chance, get their life together, and actually uh, do something with their life, do something productive with their life. Now, having said that, he's in prison for something, 13 years in Arizona. You don't get that for light sentences. Maybe drug trafficking, I don't know. But 13 years is a long time. And if he's already spent 10 in there is a certain amount of institutionalization that happens with dudes after they've been in prison for a while. All of my criticism has little to do with him, right? Because I agree with her. I'm not gonna judge him. I'm judging her. Everything about her says I make really bad decisions, but I know better than the decisions I make. Like, I make really bad decisions, but I know they're good decisions. Literally, that whole episode, that's all I was hearing out of her mouth is, I make really bad decisions, but deep down inside, I know they are really good decisions. And here's all the justifications for why I think they're good decisions. And everything that comes out of her mouth is literally the opposite of good advice. I feel really safe because I didn't think we would ever meet up. I felt really safe. No. You know how someone is safe? How they act when you're alone with them. That's how you know somebody's safe. You can't tell that somebody is safe just because they're surrounded by guards and every word they say to you is being recorded on a prison line. But oh well. But it just brings me to everything I was talking about last week is we have this suicidal empathy that white women in the West, they want to have love for everything that's just demonic. And I'm not slamming the guy. I'm not saying he's demonic, whatever. I'm saying the likelihood that he is goes up because I can tell this woman has horrible taste in everything. I can tell she makes horrible decisions. And again, this idea, oh, I innocently went on a prison pen pal website after getting my heart broken on Valentine's Day, but I wasn't wanting to fall in love. I mean, it's like I went into a bar on St. Patrick's Day, but I wasn't expecting to drink green beer. Come on, people. I mean, common damn sense. Common damn sense. Anyway, that's going to be the show for tonight. Feel free to tune back in next Wednesday, same bat time, same bat channel, as we talk about whatever's crazy happening in the news next week. Yeah, in the meantime, go to work, earn a living, stay away from prison pen pal websites, and definitely don't crush your coworker's head with a boom crane. Again, rest in peace to that guy. That's a hell of a way to go. Anyway, so go ahead and like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications to figure out when we're going to go live next. Share this off platform if you can. Let people know that we still exist over here at Mild's Culture Plate. Yeah, until next time, take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. Outlast those haters. Don't get any on you. And if you do, rub that shit in real good. Catch you next Wednesday. Good night, everybody.